Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. I'm Evil Mike, and I got a review for you today. Today we're going to be talking about Image Comics Plush issue number 6. It is written by Doug Wagner, art by Daniel HillYard, colors by Rico, Renzi, and letters by Ed Dukeshire. This is the series finale. This is the end of the story. Did it live up to the hype? Well, let's find out together, right? Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe on this guy's channel. It does help a lot. It's all free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can always hit the bell. It'll let you know when I do drop videos. There is no schedule on Evil's Comics, so you never know when I'm going to be dropping videos. So, Plush. Here we go. We're at the end. We're at Furry Compound. We got all the cops and the like vigilante hired guns that are going after our furry cannibalistic friends, and that's exactly where the book starts out. We left off with Devin walking up to the like unicorn furry outfit as we see on the front cover. We also see him kind of drop the ring, and from that point on, everything else we see in the panels is everybody else getting into battle mode. We see our dude Beelzebub. He's grabbing like some old Mayan, like I forget what they're called, but like it's a sword, but it's like a battering sword. But basically every they're all grabbing their cool gear and getting ready to go to battle kind of thing. There is one cool thing that they switch all the lights to the creepy aesthetic. Remember, in the back of the furry compound there is a amusement park. We catch up with the some of the random guys that our sheriff had hired, Sheriff Brotman. But they're basically like at this point kind of scared. All the lights have gone down. Devin is roaming around the halls, and he is screaming out Brotman's name, trying to get him to come out. So we do see the guys here, and they do manage to see the devil looming around the amusement park. They're kind of confused on why he's going away from the all the activity. We do see what he grabbed. It was this emblem along with that Mayan sword, and he's also got this like big old axe thing, which they'll show you in a second. It's like a homemade like axe. We do finally see Devin, and he catches up where Brotman's just been sitting in like the middle of the house, kind of waiting for this all. He's basically hired those guys, and they're doing all the work kind of thing. There is the speech about how Sheriff Brotman was kind of wrong about Devin, and how he's shown so much grit and determination and stuff like that. He shouldn't have jumped to conclusions about his potential son-in-law, which he regrets. But at this time, he's basically telling him that plan is long gone, and now he's just going to rob him and kill him, and this whole like story, along with the the furry cannibals and everything, he's going to like chalk it up into one good old story and make it look like Devin kind of orchestrated the whole thing, and the cops had to save the town from these cannibalistic furries kind of thing. So basically that guy Murray kind of comes up and sucker punches him from behind. After this, there is like a battle that goes on between Devin, Brotman, and Murray. But before that can go on, you start seeing the jingle jingle. Devin mentions that every time he heard that jingle jingle, that his heart beat, but every time for different reasons. And of course for them it's the same in that situation, because they hear the jingle jingle and they're like, what the and they can't really see anything at the moment. We jump back to like a hallway, and we got Phoebes, and she is caught up with some of the guys. I love what she does right here. She just walks up to all of them and instantly slashes at all three of them. This guy gets really lucky. He ducks back at the last second. These other two guys not so lucky, but the third guy, or the middle guy that did jump, she manages to catch him in this death kiss grip or whatever. So as these other two guys are bleeding out, she has got this guy and she's kissing him, but as you can see her hand, she's basically squeezing his head to death, which finally he does fall to the ground and collapse dead kind of thing. We have this moment over here with our dude, and he is, pretty much tricking the hunters into following him. As soon as he kind of notices they're getting close, they shoot a crossbow, which misses, and he kind of flings his weapons at them. You see the homemade axe and the machete, I think that's what it's called. I forget. But the Mayan weapon, we see where the axe went. It basically, cuts this guy in half. The machete, it goes through this guy and ends up in this guy's head. And just badass. I mean, the detail is so crazy cool. As this is going on, he asked them if, because it was something that Devin had mentioned about him looking like the devil. It wasn't his get-up. He was just supposed to be a cool goat-looking figure. But Devin had mentioned that his appearance does have a striking resemblance to the devil. And of course, now he's wearing the emblem and everything, and that's what he's asking the guys, if he appears to be more like the devil. And he gives out all these different names for the devil: Laura Flies, Lucifer, Mr. Scratch, Abaddon. We cut back over to our jingle, and we see that that our little kitty friend Ida has grabbed Murr and got him away from the situation, and now it's just Devin and Bratwurst. Devin wastes no time. He starts jumping in there and beating, Bratwurst. But before we can get to that, we catch up with Murr and Edda. And Edda has kind of knocked him out. He wakes up in this weird, room in the house. I have to imagine it's in a basement or the main room in the house, because we find out it houses their father, and as you can see, he's dead, but he's got all these cool masks, around him or whatever. But it's kind of like his shrine or something like that. But before our dude Murray could even get going, Eden just, whips her tail around and literally cuts this dude in half, starting from, bottom to top kind of thing. We jump back over to Devin and, Brobman, and Devin is pretty much beating the crap out of Brobman, but he does do this one moment where he hesitates. When he hesitates, that's when Brobman is able to grasp a shotgun and bring it up. Ada tries to do the whole jingle thing again, but Brobman this time is, he kind of knows that she's going to jump from behind. He's able to shoot her. She flies off. Devin kind of, gets enraged by this as he's loading the bullets. As you can see, he reaches Brobman, grabs him, and stabs him in the neck with the horn from the unicorn. Brobman kind of goes down. At this point, and it was kind of mentioned that Devin wasn't there, that he kind of mentions, and the callback to the shirt, that's his name, but it is Princess Sassy Pants is who killed the cop, not Devin. But after that, after he does kill Brobman, or after Brobman's kind of slumped over, not exactly dead yet, but dying, Devin runs over to check on Ida. Ida is, of course, okay. They're wearing that Kevlar armor. She did take a shotgun blast to the chest, but it still seems that she's fine. Devin is he's like, oh, I'm here. I'm sorry I left. I'll never leave your side. And she's like, nope, not enough. And he is like, look, okay, the first time I did see you, it was love at first sight. I just couldn't admit it, but here I do love you, and that's what Ida wanted to hear. Of course, they kiss in a lover's embrace. We got Keebs, and I'm drawing a blank at his name. I keep calling him the devil, but yeah, that's his name. He's the devil. But basically, they are ecstatic because the devil was right all along. We, I guess, jump forward at that point with our whole situation finished. They jump back to Devin, and he is basically packing. His roommate is waking up. He's still it seems like this is the next day after that, because remember in the first issue, it was Devin's roommate that originally took him to that costume party to get him to dress up as a furry, as the parakeet, I think it was. Even so, he's still in his furry pants now. He just kind of, got fucked up and passed out or whatever. But it's mentioned that they are about to go on a forever road trip and they're never coming back. They do ask if his roommate wants to go with him. He takes one look down, happens to see the van, and see Keebs driving the van, and instantly says, hell yeah, I'm on board. And that's pretty much it. The next thing we see is Devin And we're talking about this forever road trip. Of course, he's talking about leaving his old life behind and starting a new one with Eden, Scratch and Keeps, and yes, I just remembered his name. I'm horrible with name, guys. But basically, he throws down the ring. Eden kind of asks him if he's ready to start this new journey. He says yes, but at the very end, we do see him go back and pick up the ring, and that's it. That's where our story leaves off. My thoughts. It's fantastic. It was a great story all the way through. I love the coloring, the lettering, the story, the art, everything. It gets an A+, definitely. I want to say a 9 out of a 10. The only reason that it doesn't get that full 10 is there's no hint at a continuation with these characters, which I know with Daniel and Doug, they are doing this shared universe with plastic, plush, and vinyl. So their characters might pop up again, just like in this series. Some of Plush did carry over into this, which was, not Plush, some of Vinyl did carry over to this, so that was fantastic. But hey guys, that is my review. I loved it. Is it a high recommendation? It was a fantastic read. I loved it all the way through. I think it'll read so much better as a trade in one sitting, but it was fantastic getting each individual issue when they dropped. But those are my thoughts. That's my review. These are my opinions. You let me know what you thought about this fantastic series from one of my favorite teams out there in comics. But guys, that's all I got for you. I'm trying to knock out reviews in the time that I have, so you'll probably be seeing a lot of reviews. But don't be daunted. You watch what you want to watch. All right, guys. That's all I got for you. I hope you all have a great Friday. I will see y'all guys later. Bye.